Healthy Life. I'm so glad to have you here today.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I loved our photo shoot. You did a great job.
It was fun.
It was so great.
It was warm and it was fun.
We were like stopping traffic down
exactly.
the whole area. It was really fun.
I'm pretty sure I made friends with someone sleeping on a bench.
So tell us, let me start out with Miss Texas. You were Miss Texas. Tell us a little bit about that.
I was Miss Texas USA 2003. I was the complete underdog. So
really?
Yes. I mean,
where were you competing from?
I went as Miss Bay area.
Okay.
So it's like the Clear Lake, Friendswood kind of area. And that pageant was probably 8 people.
So you had a pretty good odds on that.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, better odds for sure.
Right.
And I'd actually competed in Miss Texas the year before.
Oh.
So the second year is when I won. But the year before, I did not even come close to making the top 15.
So what changed?
You know, I am one of those believers in, I get very headstrong, and if you tell me no, or if I fail at something, I come back with a vengeance. And and I get so focused in tunnel vision, and, you know, in my mind, it's like anything is possible. I just had it in my mind. This is it for me, I'm gonna win, you know, and it was funny because as much as I thought it and knew it and kind of willed it for my life, you still get to where they're calling out the top 15 and you're just like, oh my God, what if I don't make it?
Right, and you're also, there's another 140 girls who are willing it, thinking it, believing it.
And beautiful and talented. Beautiful. I mean, all of them are. And
so you got the top 15, and then what is it, top 5 after that?
And then it's top 5 after that. So you are called in the top 15, and then you do swimsuit and evening gown and interview on stage.
Oh, that's so nerve-wracking.
And then they narrowed that to 5. So when I made the top 15, I was really excited, and a part of me felt like, okay, well, this is probably good enough. You know, at least I made the top 15 this year.
Right.
And I can always come back next year and win. But man, then I made the top 5, and I just thought I was going to...
And the other 4 girls, were you looking at them like, see, a lot of times in a top 5, I don't know, they're all so good.
Yes.
I'm like, I can't pick the winner now.
Yes, and it was that way.
Yeah.
In fact, the other 4 girls were all blonde, very blonde, and all tall. So here I am, like the short little brunette in the middle. And
you're like,
and there's literally 2 tall blondes on this side, 2 tall blondes on that side.
I'm between 4 Barbies.
Exactly.
Am I going to win this thing?
Exactly.
That's so funny.
And so we all have earphones on when they're asking the final question, because we all got the same question.
Right.
What
was your question?
It was, you know, in light of 9/11, you know, we all are proud to be Americans, but why are you proud to be a Texan? And I couldn't even tell you what I said. I mean, I was like, literally, it's a blur. So we're all standing there, and they're like announcing the 4th runner up there, and I'm just like, I have no idea. I really don't. And again, I don't even know what I said. But I just remember my mom sitting there, and she was, oh my gosh, her eyes, and my whole family, they were like white knuckle, just.
That's so cute.
And when they called, the girl I actually thought was gonna win was the 2nd runner up. When they called her 2nd runner up, I was like, and literally,
the path just opened.
Yes, my mouth went, oh my God, like really big, you know? And I forgot my name, I forgot my title, I didn't even know what to listen for.
No, I would go into a complete
blackout. I was in shock. I was in shock.
That's so
for
exciting.
Sure.
So what happened for the next year after that? I mean, in a few sentences, like what does your life turn into after that?
Well, I traveled a lot for the year. I competed at Miss USA. I was 2nd runner up at Miss USA. I know.
You were?
I was, yes. That was exciting.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so that was really cool. And then I focused my time on bringing awareness to adoption and self-esteem issues because I'm adopted. Oh. And also I spent a lot of time on breast and ovarian cancer awareness and raising money and speaking at women's health organizations because my mom is a breast cancer survivor. So,
you know, whoever says anything bad about beauty pageants needs to know that you all go out and do those things afterwards.
Yeah.
So then you moved to Los Angeles.
I did.
And then what happened?
Well, I was on The Amazing Race, which was...
Who were you on there with? Who was your partner?
It was my boyfriend at the time.
Your boyfriend at the time.
Yeah. And he was a model, and he was very, you know, distinguishable with his big curly blonde hair. So we did the Amazing Race together. We came in 3rd.
Where did you go to compete?
We went all over. Oh gosh, we went to Argentina. We went to a couple places in Africa. We went to India.
Oh my gosh.
We went to Russia, where I had to eat 3 pounds of caviar. We went to Canada. I mean, we went everywhere. We went to Egypt, which was my favorite.
Wow.
We went to Dubai and did skydiving there, which was really cool too. So yeah, we actually got to descend 350 feet into the Great Pyramid in Egypt. Into what's called inside of the Great Pyramid. 350 feet down is what the Egyptians call the Center of Creation room. And we got to crawl down into the Center of Creation room.
I didn't know you could get in.
You can't. It was a special thing for, I mean, if you go to look, you have to stand from afar if you're a tourist. But the Amazing Race got the permission for us to actually go into the pyramid. We raced around the world. In fact, in mileage, I think it was the equivalent of 3 times around the world. And
that's a whole 3 lifetimes.
It was insane.
In what period of time?
31 days.
Oh my God.
Yes.
That's called jet lag.
Big time.
I can't even imagine.
It was so crazy because you're racing through airports, you're racing to get off airplanes, you're getting onto buses. I mean, you're running. It's not like you're walking, you are running.
It's called a race for a reason.
And it was just, it was funny because when it was all over and we, like I said, came in 3rd, flying home after the show was done, we were both like running through the airport because that's, I mean, we were like in race mode. So we're like trying to get off quickly and I'm like, wait, we actually need to slow down. Yeah, we actually need to slow down now.
Place?
Yeah, 3rd place.
3rd place. Oh, that's
yeah,
good.
so we got all the way around to the finish line. So only 3 teams make it to the end, and we were one of the 3.
Wow.
So yeah, I know.
It
was pretty incredible.
Pardon the pun, amazing.
Yeah, it was amazing. It was truly. It is what the name is. It is an amazing, and it is a race.
Yeah. So if you were stranded on a desert island, which you probably have been.
Yes, yeah.
You're my first crush who probably has been stranded.
I actually was, yeah.
What are 3 products that you'd want to bring?
I can't live without tweezers. In fact, on the Amazing Race, when it was over, I was like, just give me some tweezers.
You couldn't have tweezers?
No, you can't have anything.
Oh, no.
So, I absolutely need tweezers if we're talking beauty tips.
Yeah, right?
But as far as beauty products are concerned?
Well, whatever things you'd want with you.
Yeah, well, I would definitely need tweezers. It would definitely be one of those things. Haribo gummy bears. Can't live without them. Cannot live without them.
There's some famous person who's hooked on those, but I'll never remember who it is. Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm not famous, but I am definitely hooked on Haribo gummy bears.
I'm hooked on Twizzlers, same idea.
And I mean, I'd love to have my 4 dogs.
Yeah.
Because it's hard to imagine living without them.
So tell us something humorous about yourself.
I'm like, well, humorous about myself. Well,
or something humorous that happened.
Yeah, okay.
It looks like you have an answer.
I do. Okay, I was actually hosting a pageant a while ago, and it was in rehearsals, thank God. But I was in the script, and I was out loud, on the microphone, rehearsing about the judges. So I have to introduce the judges in their bios. Well, there was a guy whose last name was spelled like Bohner.
B-O-A. Oh.
I pronounced it.
And you didn't say Bonner.
Mr. Boner. And everyone busted out just like dying. And I was like, oh my God, okay,
the
wait.
The minute you said it, you're probably like, it's yes. Bonner, isn't it? It's Bonner.
I'm like, did that really just happen? Was the microphone on? Yeah, no, it happened. It was loud, it was clear, and everybody heard it.
That's so
Thank goodness
funny.
Mr. Bonner wasn't actually in the room at the time.
That's funny.
And his first name was Richard. And that's still what I tell my girls, if you want to win, this is what you have to do.
So you go to the pageant because you've got clients
yes,
there that are
exactly.
in. Oh,
and I'm like a mother almost.
I'll bet you get so nervous.
I'm a nervous wreck. My hands sweat. I'm just, I can't take this.
Oh,
I'm not like the pretty one sitting in the audience. I'm the one that's like pacing and just.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, I get very attached to my clients. I love them with my heart. So.
That would be a fun job.
It is a fun job.
That.
It is. It's like raising a little pageant baby. But
yeah.
They're obviously in their 20s, most of them.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So what do you do with your downtime if you have any?
Yeah. I don't really have any. I watch IDTV and eat gummy bears.
What's IDTV?
Investigation Discovery. It's like
sharks.
Yes, and I love crime-solving, murder mystery.
Crime shows.
Yes, IDTV.
I love crime shows.
Homicide Hunter.
But that's like real.
It's real
like
life.
I watch like, you know, non-reality crime.
Right.
shows.
So you're the CSI.
CSI, exactly.
These are real. I mean, they're real cases. They go through like murder books. They'll go through the whole case and what it took to solve the case. They'll show pictures of the victim and how. I mean, they'll interview people on death row, you know, and talk about like what helped to solve or crack the case.
And you'll just sit and watch that. And
I literally fall asleep watching that. Every night, IDTV. If my husband and I travel to another country, I'm immediately flipping through to see if they have IDTV.
That's so funny.
I know, it's weird.
Well, you must have some inner detective in you or something.
I think I do. I would make a good detective.
Yeah.
A shark swimming detective. Kung fu, pageant, skater girl, detective who swims with sharks.
And that's all you need to know, everybody. That's a wrap.